Alrighty everybody, this is Uncle Shell's Let's Play, and here I am talking about Final Fantasy 15. I know the last time I talked about it, I made a video about it a few weeks ago. I was playing FF13. Some random guy got mad at me on YouTube for me posting an FF15 video with me playing 13, but you guys need to understand, I'm going to clear this up real quick. When I do my news videos, I play a game that's closely related to that series. And Final Fantasy 13 is a one game that's out right now that's a little bit close related to 15, with them both being part of Fabula Nobula Crystallis. So yeah, there's nothing I can't play 15 because that's on out. But next year when 15 comes out and there's more news around 15, I'll be playing the 15 demo every time there's 15 news. Now that that's out of the way, this time I'm doing it a little different. I'm gonna have the 15 trailers playing in the background like you're seeing now. I'm gonna have those playing while I'm talking about this. But without that, let's get further into this. So yeah, recently there was an interview that Silicorn and DualShockers posted up that was had during the Paris festival that Final Fantasy 15 was showed off at the end of October, which is where we got the whole open world trailers that you're seeing now, and this whole tech demo and all that. Well, as was showed off there, they had an interview and then talked to Tabitha, and one of the things that came up was them having a planned release date window for Final Fantasy 15. So the question came up where I believe it was do you have in mind a release date or a release window planned for Final Fantasy 15? And I'll get the article now to pull it up so we can check it. Where's this article? Getting it real quick. Alright, here it is. I got it on DualShockers. I'll post this little excerpt in the video. I'm gonna edit that part out where I was silent and all that. But yeah, they talked about how Final Fantasy 15 had a planned release window, and that they had an interview with Game Cult, and that the release window was planned, but it might be later than we expected. So I'll read you the part where he talked about all this. So yeah, here's what the director of Final Fantasy 15, Hajime Tabata, had to say. The progress of Final Fantasy 15 is going well. For now, we managed to release a debut trailer at Tokyo Game Show, and the reception has been extraordinary. And the morale of the team is great. Everyone is working very hard on development. Regarding the question on whether we have members in the team, regarding the question of whether we have enough members in the team, it is a concern that we have to answer ourselves at this time, because the more we move towards the final version, the more we have to produce huge amounts of content. We are really in a phase of mass production. To do this, we need more people to help us. So we are recruiting a full force of strengthening the team. We are trying to find the right people to lead the development to a completion. I cannot give an expected date, but I can tell you that the target release window and year in which it will be launched have already been set. We are working to release the game on time. It may take a little more time than you expected. So here is he saying at the end of the article, he's pretty much saying they have a target release window, and they have a target release date, and everything's moving on plan, but we might have to wait a little bit longer than expected. So with him saying this, it has me really hopeful that we can get this game by next year. I mean, if anything, I can see us get. What he's saying, we might have to wait a little bit longer than expected. I can see it being the end of 2015, mid to summer 2016. So yeah, so yeah. But I see us getting this before the end of 2016, and by the if anything, sometime not next year, and sometime in 2016. So yeah, this just really got my hopes up that everything's going well with this game. Everything's going well with Final Fantasy 15. And he said they're ready to move on to the stage of mass production, meaning they're ready to move on to the stage where they're going to get it massively produced, start producing copies and stuff like that to send out to people and stuff like that. They're ready to move on to the phase of getting the game in its completion form, which just really gets me excited because Final Fantasy 15 has been a game I've been keeping up with since it was under the name Versus 13 in 2006. And let me tell you, I'm just loving that they're really getting all this shit together now, and Square's promoting this game full force like no tomorrow. I just wish they would have did this a few years ago, back when it was under the name Versus 13, but now I'm glad they're doing it now it's under 15, the rebranded 15, and ever since TPS they've been like, let's release information full force about this and all that, and I'm really liking that. I'll post a link to the article in the description box where you can read the DualShockers interview, but yeah, this is just amazing news. I mean, we could possibly get Final Fantasy 15 by next year. I mean, they have a release window set, so it's only a matter of time before they reveal it. Now, if anything, if we don't get a release window at Jump Festa next month, because they did confirm that we are getting another trailer at Jump Festa, we will get a release window at either PAX East or E3 next year. So it's almost guaranteed either PAX East or E3 next year we're getting a release window. So yeah, this just really excites me that we're finally getting all this information about Final Fantasy 15. Okay, people, don't forget to leave a comment in the description box of what you think about this news. And don't forget to thumbs up this video, really help out my channel, and subscribe for all your latest Final Fantasy 15 news, and also all your latest. I'll also keep up with all my Let's Plays and even latest news on other video games like Naruto and Dragon Ball Z and all that. So yeah, just remember to click that subscribe button and thumbs up this video. Until next time, people, this has been Uncle Shouts Let's Play saying God bless. I'll catch you guys later. See ya on the flip side.